In 1992, the Philippines became enthralled by a contest. It was called Number Fever. The prize was life-changing, 1 million pesos. Pepsi, the company behind the contest, had struck a chord with the Filipino people. Hope filled countless homes as people imagined escaping poverty. Little did they know this contest would soon turn their world upside down. It would expose the fragility of dreams and the devastating consequences of a corporation's misstep. This is the story of Pepsi's Number Fever, a cautionary tale of ambition, error, and the human cost of a marketing disaster. The Philippines in the 1990s was a battleground, not for armies or ideologies, but for market share in the beverage industry. The combatants were the giants, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Each year they unleashed a barrage of marketing campaigns. They aimed to win over the hearts and thirsts of the Filipino people. Pepsi, trailing behind its rival, needed a game changer. They needed to capture the public's imagination. They needed to create a buzz that would translate into sales. Number Fever was their solution, a high-stakes gamble with the potential for enormous rewards. It was a contest designed to create excitement, loyalty, and most importantly, thirst for Pepsi. The mechanics of Number Fever were simple, easy to understand, and tantalizingly within reach. Pepsi printed numbers under the caps of their bottles. Consumers across the Philippines rushed to buy them. Each bottle represented a chance to win. The grand prize, a life-altering 1 million pesos, awaited those who found the winning number. The campaign was an instant hit. Sales skyrocketed. Pepsi was everywhere. It seemed like the entire nation was caught up in the frenzy. But the euphoria was short-lived. Hidden within this seemingly simple contest was a fatal flaw, a ticking time bomb of corporate negligence. Unbeknownst to the public, a computer error had occurred. This error was not just a minor hiccup, it was a significant oversight that would soon spiral out of control. During the production of the bottle caps, a grave mistake was made. The error was embedded deep within the code that controlled the printing process. The winning number, 349, was printed not on the intended 2 caps, but on hundreds of thousands. This was a monumental blunder that no one had anticipated. This seemingly small technical glitch would have catastrophic consequences. The error was not caught in time, and the bottle caps were distributed far and wide. When the winning number was announced, what was meant to be a moment of national celebration turned into a nightmare. The excitement was palpable as people eagerly checked their bottle caps. Across the Philippines, people discovered they held what they believed to be winning caps. The joy was short-lived as the sheer number of winners became apparent. Hope turned to confusion, then to anger and despair as the reality of the situation became clear. The promised prize could not be delivered to everyone. Pepsi, the architect of this contest, had made a colossal error, and the Filipino people were left to deal with the devastating fallout. The company's reputation was in tatters, and the public's trust was shattered. Section 5. Public fury ignites, protests and desperation gripped the nation. The news spread like wildfire. Hundreds of thousands of Filipinos believed they were millionaires. They converged on Pepsi bottling plants and redemption centers, demanding their prize. The sheer scale of the error overwhelmed Pepsi. What began as a marketing campaign had descended into chaos. Protests erupted across the country. People felt cheated, lied to, their dreams crushed by a corporation's negligence. The streets became a sea of anger and frustration. Number Fever was no longer a game, it was a national crisis. Pepsi, facing a public relations disaster of unprecedented proportions, struggled to contain the situation. Their initial response only fueled the flames of discontent. Section 6. The wheels of justice turn legal battles and a landmark ruling. In the aftermath of the Number Fever debacle, the Filipino people sought justice. The scandal had shaken the nation, leaving many feeling betrayed and desperate for accountability. Thousands filed lawsuits against Pepsi, demanding compensation for the error that had upended their lives. Families who had hoped for a better future found themselves entangled in a web of legal complexities. The legal battle was lengthy and complex. Lawyers on both sides presented their arguments, delving into the fine print of the contest rules and the implications of the error. Pepsi, arguing that the contest rules were clear, refused to honor the erroneous caps. They maintained that the mistake was unfortunate, but did not constitute a legal obligation to pay the supposed winners. The case reached the highest court in the land, the Philippine Supreme Court. The nation watched closely, as the outcome would set a precedent for corporate accountability. In a landmark ruling, the court sided with Pepsi. The judges acknowledged the error, but stated that the company was not obligated to pay out the erroneous winnings. The decision sparked outrage. Protests erupted and the media was abuzz with debates about fairness and corporate responsibility. Many felt that the ruling was a blow to consumer rights. Many felt that justice had not been served. The sense of betrayal was palpable, as people who had once trusted the brand now felt abandoned. Pepsi may have won in court, but they had lost something far more valuable, the trust of the Filipino people. The brand's reputation was tarnished, and it would take years to rebuild the goodwill that had been shattered by the scandal. Section 7. The unseen toll human lives lost in the wake of number fever. The chaos and despair unleashed by number fever had a tragic human cost. 5 people lost their lives in the unrest. Their deaths served as a stark reminder of the real-world consequences of corporate negligence. Beyond the headlines and legal battles, countless lives were irrevocably altered. The emotional toll on those who believed they had won, only to have their dreams shattered, was immeasurable. Number fever became synonymous with broken promises and corporate greed. It left a scar on the Filipino psyche, a lasting reminder of the dangers of unchecked corporate ambition. Section 8, a fleeting victory, Pepsi's temporary market share surge. Ironically, amidst the chaos and despair, Pepsi experienced a temporary surge in sales. The infamous Number Fever campaign, despite its disastrous consequences, had inadvertently increased brand awareness. The sheer scale of the controversy kept Pepsi in the public eye. However, this fleeting victory was a Pyrrhic one. The long-term damage to Pepsi's reputation far outweighed any short-term gains. The Number Fever fiasco demonstrated that trust, once broken, is difficult to regain. It was a harsh lesson in the importance of ethical marketing and the potential consequences of prioritizing profit over people. Section 9, Lessons Etched in Tragedy, Number Fever and the Future of Marketing. The Number Fever fiasco serves as a cautionary tale for corporations around the world. It underscores the importance of meticulous planning, risk assessment, and ethical considerations in marketing campaigns. It highlights the need for transparency and accountability, especially when dealing with the aspirations and dreams of consumers. The lessons learned from Number Fever extend beyond the realm of marketing. They speak to the broader responsibility of corporations in society. In an era of globalization and interconnectedness, corporate decisions have far-reaching consequences. Number Fever stands as a stark reminder that these decisions must be made with careful consideration for their impact on all stakeholders. Section 10. The enduring legacy, corporate responsibility in the spotlight. In today's interconnected world, the actions of corporations are scrutinized more than ever before. Decades after the event, the legacy of Pepsi's Number Fever continues to resonate. This controversial marketing campaign from the 1990s, which promised life-changing prizes, ended in chaos and disappointment for many. It serves as a stark reminder of the importance of corporate responsibility. Companies must always consider the ethical implications of their actions, ensuring that their strategies do not harm the very people they aim to serve. It highlights the potential for marketing campaigns, however well-intentioned, to have devastating consequences when ethical considerations are overlooked. The fallout from Number Fever was a wake-up call for businesses worldwide. The Number Fever incident is a story that continues to be told and retold in classrooms and boardrooms around the world. It has become a case study in business ethics, illustrating the critical need for transparency and accountability. It serves as a reminder that the pursuit of profit must never come at the expense of human dignity and well-being. The incident has inspired movements advocating for stronger regulations and ethical standards in business practices. The true legacy of Number Fever lies in the lessons learned and the ongoing dialogue it sparked about the role and responsibility of corporations in a globalized world. It underscores the need for a balance between profit and ethical conduct, ensuring that businesses contribute positively to society.